Welcome to Minukuu tutorials. If after installing Zotero on your PC, you cannot find the Zotero plugin, in other words, the Zotero toolbar in your Microsoft Word, or you might have been using Zotero for quite some time, but all of a sudden you realize that the Zotero plugin or the Zotero toolbar got missing in your Microsoft Word, please stay tuned and let me help you out. Okay, so as you can see in my Microsoft Word document, under normal circumstance, somewhere around here, I was supposed to see the Zotero plugin, but it's missing, as you can see. Sometimes, like I told you, sometimes under normal circumstance, after the installation process, this is supposed to display automatically, but it doesn't happen that way for all users. Or sometimes you might be using it. I've been using Zotero for quite some time, but all of a sudden the plugin got missing. So I'll show you how to resolve this particular problem. So before we actually tackle the problem, I would like to take you to the Zotero official website and give you a brief presentation of this peculiar problem of Zotero. So please do not worry. We're actually on the Zotero official website, as you can see, and this particular issue is well presented here. I would leave the link in the link to this particular web page right below in the description of this video, and then you can simply click on the link for more details. So let's move on. So I would actually show you how we can resolve this problem by manually installing the Zotero Word Processor plugin. But before we move on to the manual installation of the Zotero Word Processor plugin, there are alternative methods that you can use. But in case those methods fail, then you can proceed with the last method, which we would look at, which has to do with the manual installation of the Zotero Word Processor plugin. So let's read briefly about the problem and let's tackle it. So they are saying that Zotero Word plugins will be installed automatically into your Word for most users. Like I said, it's not everybody. So just after installation, for most users, Zotero Word plugins would be installed automatically. If you don't see a Zotero toolbar or the Zotero plugin in your Microsoft Word, you could also try to reinstall the plugin from the site. That is from the processes pane of the Zotero preferences. I would show you how to do that. If this still fails, that is, if after installing the Zotero plugin from the site, that is from the word processes pane of your Zotero preferences, if this fails, that is, if you receive an error or still don't see the plugin after trying to reinstall to reinstall the plugin from the preferences, you can try the manual installation instructions given below. So these are the manual installation instructions. This is for what? Windows. In my case, I'm also using my PC. The operating system is Windows. So I would show you the case. In the case of Windows, just follow the instructions that I'm going to show you. If you are using other operating systems, do not hesitate to look right below in the description box. The processes are similar anyway, but you can look right below in the description box and click on the link and come and read about how to deal with. In case you are using MacBook, this is how you go about it. So like I told you, I would leave the link right below in the description, or you could copy it right from here if you can see it properly. So let's tackle the problem. Okay, so I am currently in Microsoft Word, and like I told you, we cannot find the plugin here. So how do we solve it? First of all, before we tackle the problem, you have to make sure that you close any active Word document. So this one, I have to close it. Okay, so let's close all active Word documents. And now after doing this, you simply open your Zotero app. So you open your Zotero app. I've already opened it, as you can see. This is my Zotero app right here. And now what you have to do with, first of all, like they said, we have to first of all look at how do we let me zoom it once again and show you the first alternative or the first method that we have to use. We should try to what should I say, to reinstall the plugins from the site. Let me actually select it so that it will be clear. First of all, we will try to reinstall the plugin from the site, that is from the word processors pane of the Zotero preferences. So we will try, let's try this method. If it doesn't work for you, then we move on to the next step. So how do we reinstall the plugin from the word processors pane of the Zotero preferences? Let me show you how to do that. Okay, so when you are in Zotero, quickly come in. First of all, before you even try to reinstall the the plugin from the preferences, first of all, make sure that you try to you first of all come and click on tools, and then when you click on tools, you click on add-ons. So you have to verify that the add-ins or the add-ons are of Microsoft Word are actually installed in Zotero before you move on. So when you come over here, you see that we have Zotero LibreOffice integration. When you click here, you see you have disabled it. Under normal circumstance, like it was already enabled, so I wasn't supposed to disable it. But in case yours is is disabled, then you have to click on enable, as I've done. But as you can see, it's already enabled, so now it's telling me that I should disable it. The same thing applies to the Zotero Word for Windows integration. You have to also come and click on this button and then click on enable, so if these particular add-ins or add-ons are already enabled, then you have to move on to the next step, which has to do with the installation of the the installation of the plugins from the preferences. So how do we do that? We simply come and click on edit. So you come and click on edit, and then you move down and click on preferences. So when you click on preferences, you come and click on site. When you click on site, then you'll see right here we have word processors. So you click on word processors, and here, as you can see, we have the Microsoft Word add-in right here for us. So you have to reinstall it, or you may have to install it in case it's not already installed. So you simply click on it to install. The installation is done. Then you say okay. Now you have to, with the LibreOffice tool, you have to reinstall or install it. That one may be quite cumbersome. If I click on it, let's see what happens. It'll tell you next, so you click on next, and then you click on manual installation here, and after which you simply come onto your your taskbar, and then come and click on this one and click on finish. So you click on finish, then you come to your taskbar once again, and then here you say okay, and you are done. Under normal circumstance, after doing this, try to find out from your Microsoft Word whether the plugins will display or not. So let's open our Microsoft Word once again. Okay, we still cannot find the Microsoft. So as you can see, we still cannot find the Microsoft, what do we call it? So I'm saying Microsoft, sorry for that. We still cannot find the Zotero plugin or the Zotero toolbar here. It's still missing. After we've tried to reinstall the, what do we call it, the plugin from the preferences, it didn't work. So we have to move on to the manual installation process. All right. So like I said, we've actually looked at how to, how to go about with the, we've actually done this. We've actually tried to reinstall the plugin from the word processors pane of the Zotero preferences. That's why we did. It didn't work out. Now let's move on to the next step. In some cases, you may have to install Java during the installation process of the word processes, and it will automatically give you the link that you click to install Java. But we did that, it didn't work. We actually reinstalled the plugin from the word processes, yet we cannot still find the Zotero toolbar in our Microsoft Word. So now we have to proceed with the manual installation. Okay, with the manual installation process, is like I said, we look at the process for Windows. So the process for Windows is not complicated. All these plenty steps, I will just go straight and show you how to do it in just a few minutes. So let's move on. In case of anything, I would come back here and show you the details. So let's go on. All right. So with the manual installation process, what are we going to do? You have to open your Windows Explorer. So you open your Windows Explorer here. Okay. Now, when you open your Windows Explorer, you come and click on your C drive, because that's where most of your applications are. So like in my case, I'll come and click on this PC. When I click on this PC, then I'll go to my C drive. Then when I come to my C drive, I'll come and click on what? When you come to your C drive, you come and click on programs file times 86. You click on it. And when you come over here, you come and click on scroll down to Zotero. Okay, so when you scroll down to Zotero, you open it. And then within Zotero, we're going to click on extensions. So when you click on extensions, it brings us here. And you click on this one, the one over here, Zotero Windows whatever world integration at zotero.org. You click on this one, and when you are inside here, you come and click on install. So when you click on install, normally this file is supposed to, this actually your, what do we call it, the Zotero plugin, and it's usually, let me show you the file extension. You right click on it. In my PC is programmed in such a way that the file extension doesn't show. So if you want the file extension to show, you right click on it, and then you click on properties. When you click on properties, then you click on, let's say, security, for instance. You see, you get the, sorry, let's come back here. I'm trying to get the file extension for you. Okay, let's click on security, and then you scroll to the last part. You see the file extension. Okay, so as you can see, this is the file extension right here. You see it, sorry, this is let me select it for you. This is the file extension. It is a .m file. So in your case, when you open this particular folder, you may find Zotero.m file. You see after Zotero, you see .m file. This is okay. But in case you don't find dot something, it's simply because your PC, like in my case, it's simply because my PC is programmed not to display the file extension unless I click on properties and look for it. So if you see .m file at the end, is the same thing as what you are seeing here. So what we will actually do is that we simply keep this folder aside. So let's leave it somewhere here. We don't close it because we will need this particular extension here. So let's simply try to minimize it as much as possible. Sorry, I just maximize it. Let's minimize it. Okay, now after minimizing it, what we're going to do is that, so we have this folder here, I've minimized it. Now we'll come to our Windows Explorer once again. There are different ways of accessing Windows Explorer. In case your Windows Explorer, you haven't pinned it to the taskbar, you can simply click on PC, and then you come and click on the same process. So you come and click on this PC, you come and click on your C drive once again, and this time around you go to your users folder. So you come to users, then when you come to users, you select your username. Your username is what displays when you are shutting down your PC, or what the name that you use to it usually comes from your I wouldn't go into the details if you're not doing ICT or whatever. So this is simply your username. Like I said, in case you don't know your username, the name that displays on your folder each time you are shutting down your PC, that's your username. So you click on it, and then you come and select, when you come over here, you come and select on app data. So when you click on app data, you come and click on roaming. Then when you click on roaming, you scroll down to find Microsoft. This is actually Microsoft. So when you click on Microsoft, and then you look for what are we going to look for in Microsoft? When you click on Microsoft, you come to Word. When you click on Microsoft, you scroll down and come and click on Word. Then when you click on Word, you come and click on Startup. Now, please note here, so let me try to move this folder aside. I'll just displace it here and place the two folders beside each other, and I'll show you what I want to show you. Okay, so you realize that in this particular, in your startup menu or whatever, you were supposed to find in case you see that in my case I have it here, you understand, I have it here, right here. But in case this folder is empty, then you have to make sure that you copy the plugin from here and then paste it here. So in case your startup menu is empty, this is what you have to do. In my case, it's not empty yet. Zotero is not working, but let's repeat that process and see whether Zotero will work after that or not. Please also note that right from here, if I want to use Zotero, even though Zotero is not, for instance, when I open the web page, it doesn't show. If I should double click on this, let's do it that way. You see what I'm talking about. You see how Zotero displays. If I double click on it, Zotero has displayed. You understand? And I can use it. I can say whatever. Let's say diabetes is bad. Let me write a citation enter a citation. Diabetes is bad. Okay, so I've just entered something. If I want to enter my citation, just to tell you that it works from here, it can work. If I should click on Zotero is now working. If I click on add citation, let me select any of them. APA is okay. Let me say okay. See, my Zotero is working. Let me add a citation quickly. Just pick any of these articles. If I want to edit a citation, I can edit it here. Maybe let me edit it. Sorry. So I'm just doing anything. In actual sense, it's okay. I'm just trying to show you that you can actually start it from right there. You see that I was able to enter the citation without any problem. Under normal circumstance, I wasn't supposed to edit the citation, but no problem. Okay, so you realize I just entered the citation, and it worked. But now the problem is that as soon as I close this particular, I can save it on the desktop. Let's save it on the desktop, for instance. So I'll save it on the desktop, and I'll show you something. Let me put it on the desktop. Okay. Project. Let me name it project. Why is it telling me these problems? Sorry, I'm coming. Let me go back. Let's try to save it once again. Save as, browse. Okay, let's put it on the desktop, for instance, and it's okay, whatever. Now I've just saved the project and it's working perfectly. But now let's assume I close my Microsoft Word. If I should close it, and let me close this one again. Now let's restart Microsoft Word and see whether it will display. So you simply open a fresh Word document and see whether the plugin will display, Zotero plugin will display or not. You realize that the plugin hasn't yet displayed, but I could start it from the start menu. You see, so I would give you an alternative. If you are in such a problem, you could simply copy this particular file here. From your start menu, you can simply copy the plugin and put it on your desktop, for instance. You can do that. Simply right click on it, click on copy, and put it on your desktop. By so doing, anytime, here it is, anytime at all you want to use Zotero, you can simply come and click on this particular icon here, and you'll be able to access Zotero directly. But let's try to another alternative and see whether it will work for us or not. So what we will do is that we simply come and copy this one once again, copy it and paste it in the start menu folder. Paste it. You see that it's asking us to replace. Let's replace it and see what happens. Once again, let's copy this one from the startup menu or the startup folder, I don't know what it's called, and paste it back here. Let's replace it once again. Say continue. Okay, now that we've done this, let's close these folders, or we can still leave it the way it is, and now try to open Microsoft Word once again and see what happens. So actually I was supposed to close every Word document before doing this. So let's close Word. We can repeat the process. Since I've just closed the Word document, let's repeat the process. So like I said, you copy it from here, paste it here, replace it. It's more or less like we are playing, but let's try that and see. In case it doesn't work, then we simply stick to this one that is on the desktop. Each time you want to use it, simply come and click on it. Now you say replace, you say continue. All right, now that we've done this, let's now open a fresh Word page and see whether Zotero will display. Okay, I've done that, yet I cannot find Zotero here. So what do we do? This is weird, So this process was supposed to work, but it hasn't worked. So the best alternative, in case, so you see that we started from first of all enabling the Zotero add-ons in the Microsoft Word add-ons in Zotero. It never worked. We moved on to reinstall to manually reinstall the plugins. It hasn't still worked. So under normal circumstance, it was supposed to work during the process, but since we've ended all the steps, yet it hasn't worked. So you can simply stick to this method that I showed you. That is simply copying the plugin from your start menu or this particular folder here, and then you paste it on the desktop, and it'll work for you. Right now, for instance, if I should start, anytime you want to use Zotero, it's as simple as ABC. You simply come and click on what you've kept on the desktop here. Anytime you want to use Zotero, instead of opening fresh Microsoft Word, like by coming here and then clicking on Word, each time we do it, Zotero doesn't display. As you can see, Zotero hasn't yet displayed despite all that we did. We've actually done all the processes we've actually followed all the recommendations given by Zotero from Zotero's official website. This is the manual installation that we've just done, but it hasn't worked. Another alternative is, they are saying that, let's look at this step. They are saying that if the folder is empty after reinstalling Zotero, you can also download so we can, in case, like when we came to this particular folder, I've actually closed the folder, but in case it's empty, you can actually download it from here. That's what they are telling us. Let me show you something. Let's go back to the folder. You open your Explorer, then you come to, I'll try to be as fast as possible. Open your Explorer, you come to this PC, come to your C drive. Then when you come to your C drive, what are you going to do? You click on 86 programs. You come and click on 86 programs. Then you come and click on we are looking for Zotero. So when you scroll down and come and click on Zotero, and when you come to Zotero, you come and click on extensions, and then you come and click on this one here. Okay, now I told you that I click on install. Let's leave it here. Now you repeat the same process, and then open the start menu. You come and click on open a new Explorer, Windows Explorer. Then you come and click on this PC. Once again, let me zoom for it to be clear. You come and click on this PC. Then this time around, you come and click on users. Then you come and click on your username. In your username, you come click on app data, click on roaming, click on Microsoft, then select what do we call it? Under Microsoft, you select Word, and then under Word, you click on your startup menu. And now they are saying that if these folders are empty, then you can download the plugin here. You can download it from this place. You can actually download it from the website. In case it's empty after the installation of Zotero, you can download it from here. So let's try downloading it. We can click here and then let's save it. So after saving it, let's open and pick it from here. So this is here it is. So we can cut it. Let me cut it. Okay, now after cutting it, let's bring it here. We actually come to these two folders. This is the first one, sorry. This is the first one and this is the second one. Okay, so I will try to actually paste it here. Let's try that and see. Let's paste it, or we replace it and see what happens. So we replace what is here. Let's say continue. Okay, let's come back here, and or we can, after which we can copy what we have replaced here. Let's copy this one and send it over there. Let's paste it. Okay, now that we've done this, we can copy this one and bring it back there as we usually play. Let's bring it back here. Replace, yes. Okay, so we've done this. Let's see whether it will work or not. Actually, I was supposed to close Microsoft Word before doing this, but no problem. Let's repeat the process. So let me copy it once again, bring it here, paste it, replace it, bring it back here, paste it, continue. Okay, let's now open Word once again and see whether it will work. Unfortunately, Zotero hasn't yet displayed. As you can see, Zotero hasn't yet displayed. So the only option left for us is what I've shown you. You simply have to copy this one here from the start menu. From the start menu, just copy any of these, just copy it and paste it on the desktop. And anytime you want to use Zotero, start it from there. So let's place it on the desktop. We already have it, so we can replace it. So this is the last option left for us. So we have it here. We can close all these folders. Anytime at all you want to use Zotero on your Microsoft Word, you simply have to come and double click on this. If I should double click on this, let's repeat the process like I told you. You see that Zotero hasn't displayed in Microsoft Word when we open it freshly. However, if we should try opening this particular one here on the desktop, it will work. So when you open it, let me minimize it. Okay, when you open it, you come and click on close, and then you click on enable editing. And after you click on enable editing once again, enable editing. If it's not trying to, you simply close it. There's no problem. And you have your Zotero here for you to work with. Here's your Zotero right here for you. And like you can use it to do whatever that you want to do. Like we're doing diabetes is bad. Here it is. If I want to enter a citation, let's see whether it will work or not. So I just said diabetes is bad. Let me enter a citation. Click on Zotero. Come and click on add citation. Say okay. Select any. Click here. Click on classic view. And then you can select any article of your choice in Zotero. Hit on OK. I just want to make sure that it works. See that it has worked. Now let's insert our bibliography, for instance, bibliography. And then to add bibliography, simply come and click on Zotero, come and click on add bibliography, and here it goes. You see that it works perfectly. So this is the last alternative. You simply copy the plugin from the start menu, paste it on your desktop, and you are good to go. It works perfectly. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video is helpful to you. So please subscribe and give me thumbs up and share with a friend. See you in the next video. Bye.